right, hockey fans, welcome to Season 3 of the Wolves Hockey Show, last year's #1 rated hockey theme show on Lakes Region Public Access. Been a huge offseason for us, a lot of player signings, a lot of movement, getting our seasons ready. Coach, welcome back for Season 3. How you feeling about your teams this year?
Yeah, I'm just really excited to get going here.
It's been a great start of the training camp. We've had all these kids from moving all over the country, all over the world, coming to Laconia. What are your early impressions, Coach, of the 2021-22 Wolves season?
Yeah, I think it's probably our most talented group, as a whole between all the teams that we've ever had here. So, looking forward to working and seeing all these guys on ice.
I know it's early. That a lot of things can happen over the course of the year. But who stuck out for you at any of the teams so far? Any players that really piqued your interest? I know there's probably a bunch of them, but anyone in particular?
Oh, I'd say maybe Ethan Abraham-Hale is a really good defenseman on our U16 team. I think he's had a good start to the season.
No question. Now, all our teams that played last weekend recorded wins. We'll start off with the U15 team. Coach, how did the U15s do?
Yeah, U15s went 1-1 on the weekend, including an 8-1 win against New England Stars.
They hit a lot of clips from that game. Eight goals by almost 7 different scores. We got a couple clips we're going to show you right now. And here's action from Saturday's 8-1 win. Second goal of the game, offensive zone faceoff. Early in the game, Evan Guerin wins the draw, gets it over. Jake Tash rips it. Wolves take a 2-0 lead at this point in the game. Here was the highlight of the game. A great individual effort by returning veteran Cam Plum, makes a play on the defenseman, splits the D, fights off a check. Great move on the goalie, and slides it in. Wolves win this game 8-1. Great job, guys. Here's a great clip from Sunday. Although the Wolves lost, awesome job here on the 4-on-3 power play. Evan Guerin slides it backdoor. Great goal right there. Nice job, Coach Guerin's U15 Wolves.
Some nice goals there, Coach.
Yeah, that team, 11 goals in a weekend, although they split. It's a lot of offense in 2 games.
Yeah, for sure. Pretty good weekend. How was the U16 team this past weekend?
U16 split their weekend. They won on Saturday, lost on Sunday. I thought we had some good individual performances. I think Ethan Abraham, like you mentioned, had a strong weekend. Charles Day had a strong weekend. We're looking to put it together, though, these upcoming weekends. But we did record that win on Saturday versus the New England Stars. Here's some clips from the weekend. So this is late on Sunday. Wolves were trailing by 1. Great play by Ryan Starman there to get the puck over to Malachi Grogan. Feeds him back door, and Ryan Starman with the finish. Wolves tied the game at this point 2-2. Starman's been off to a great start. He's got 4 goals in the first 10 games as a 2005 defenseman. Great job, guys. So Coach Potenza's U18 splits didn't play this past weekend, but they did record an 8-4 win the previous weekend. Austin Emerson led the way with that group. He's been off to a nice start. Had 4 goals in his first ever midget game. Great job, Austin. Now, Coach, tell me about the U18 full season. How did they do last weekend?
Yeah, U18 full seasons also split this past weekend with the win coming over New Hampshire East 4-1.
We got a couple clips we're going to show you right now. So here it is in the first period. Nice regroup pass to Aiden Combs, showing good speed coming down the wing. Rips it, top corner. Aiden Combs is player of the game. Wolves win 4-1. Great job, guys.
2 junior teams also in action this past weekend. How did our EHL Premier team do?
So early indications are that the EHL Premier team, I think, is pretty good talent on that roster. I think they've upgraded a little bit over last year. We have some young, fresh talent in the building, and we have some nice, interesting imports who I think are going to be big parts of the team. They lost their opening game, but I think they showed some signs of really a good place to build off of. What did you see, Coach?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's a good group of guys, and game didn't go exactly the way they wanted, but I think they're going to have a great season.
Absolutely. We got a clip we're going to show you right now. So here's late in the second period. Wolves were trailing. They get the puck on a play that didn't get all the way down, and Nathan Legret gets a breakaway. Nice finish. Legret had a really strong game, created a lot of energy, had a lot of good scoring chances. Wolves lost this game, but really good energy, and looking forward to getting back after it this Wednesday. Good job, guys. Now, Coach, the EHL team had one game this weekend. Was their opening game. Tell me a little bit about your early indications and what came out of that game.
Yeah, so the game ended 4-2 loss. I think the team played well at times. Overall, I think it's a disappointing result. We're looking to bounce back here in the second week.
We got a couple clips we're going to show you right now of that outcome.
This is the first goal from Saturday's game versus Junior Warriors, a 5-on-3 power play. It's Kevin Johnston and Julius Quandal playing on the point. And eventually a great pass by Julius Quandal to Pavel Svoboda with a nice finish there. This is the second goal from Saturday's game. Some really good work from AJ Lackas and Drew Arpin. Eventually the puck comes right on the doorstep to AJ Lackas. He tucks it in. It's a big goal, put the team up 2-1.
Coach, so it wasn't a result you're looking for, but we had a nice crowd, good fans in attendance. The team played hard. Who really was a standout for you? Who played really well?
Yeah, I think just from the first game, I think AJ Lackas, who saw on the video, Julius Quandal, who also had that nice assist on the first goal. Those two guys really stood out, but Kevin Johnston also played really well.
We're looking for more things out of those guys coming up here.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, one of the guys who is returning to the EHLP team is Colin Larson. He's a goaltender from Georgia, and he's got a great story of perseverance, coming back from an injury. Interview coming up with him right now. Well, hockey fans, we have with us here Colin Larson, a goalie from Roswell, Georgia. He's in his third season with the Wolves program, but he didn't play in any games last year due to an injury. Colin, welcome to the Wolves Hockey Show.
Thank you.
Now, tell me a little bit about your experience in the last 12 months. I know that you reported for camp. You were here. Tell the fans what happened from that point on.
So last season I was up here and supposed to be playing and doing training camp, skating every day. And the last day of training camp, I just was having headaches and wasn't feeling well. So then I ended up passing out as we were running and went to the hospital and found out I had Chiari malformation and needed brain surgery, and I couldn't play the whole season.
That was pretty big shock to everybody. We thought maybe it was really hot that day, maybe dehydrated, maybe he ate something bad. He had we had COVID. We had no idea. And then we got these reports back, and your parents kept us really well informed, and you guys were really proactive on it. Now once you got out of surgery, tell me what that looked like.
Well, right out of surgery, I was in the hospital for a week, and they wanted me to stay a little longer, but because of COVID, they couldn't have me stay. So I just was at home, couldn't get out of bed, couldn't walk by myself, couldn't do anything by myself. I was losing weight because I couldn't eat, couldn't keep medicine down. It wasn't fun. And eventually I had surgery November 13th, and by Christmas I was finally able to walk a little bit by myself. But before that, I couldn't move my head left or right, anything. It was just not fun.
Now, in early spring, your parents reported back to us that it looks like you can play hockey again, and you started to get on the ice down in Georgia. Some of your coaches down in the Atlanta area, and everything looked good. Now, what'd you miss most about hockey when you couldn't play it?
I miss just being around everybody on the team and hanging out with people, and just constantly just getting better and being with everybody pretty much.
And now you we kind of holding that spot for you. We were hoping for the best, and you came in camp and you're ready to play. Now, what does it feel like to be back playing hockey?
Feels amazing.
Nice. And how does the team look? Last year was a tough year with COVID. We had all these different restrictions. Now we're back playing a full schedule in our normal practice routine. How's the team come together?
Team's doing really good together. I mean, everybody's there for everybody. If one day you're just not on or anything like that, you're not doing your best. I mean, nobody's putting you down. Like, they talking to you. I mean, our captain, Cole Campbell, he's there for us. I mean, he's just always bringing us up, and just a great environment to be around.
Great. Well, like if you, let's say, best case scenario, you have a great year, things go well. What are you looking forward to in your future?
In the future, obviously playing college hockey, but either playing EHL, or if I can get college this year, or just, yeah, pretty much, yeah.
And what do you want to do in college? What do you want to study?
I'm planning on studying accounting and business, and right now I'm taking some classes at SNHU online.
Awesome. Great. Well, Colin, thanks for coming on the show. You're one of the great stories that people would ask me about you all the time last year when you weren't up here. We tried to give as much updates as we could, and now you're back and couldn't be happier. Welcome back, buddy.
Thank you.
So, Coach, what have you seen of Colin so far?
Yeah, I think he's been working hard in the training camp and practices, and I'm definitely happy to have him back and healthy.
Yeah, absolutely. And, it says a lot about a kid that, that's one of the things he missed more than anything else is getting back on the ice. Hockey's a great game, and it's great to have him back out there.
Definitely.
So we got a lot of hockey coming up this weekend. We've got all our youth teams are in action. Everything from our 15s, our 16s have 2 games on Saturday. Our splits are back in action. Our full season teams are playing. So there's going to be a lot of hockey here in Laconia, and a lot of hockey played by the Wolves throughout the state of New Hampshire. Coach, tell me what the junior team's got going on.
Yeah, so on Saturday we have Worcester Railers coming to Laconia, first for the premier game, 3 o'clock, and then EHL game after at 6:15. So should be 2 good matchups here at home.
And just like last weekend where we did a can drive for the Salvation Army, we want fans coming back in the building, watching their Wolves. So we're doing a host family appreciation day. So all the host families, the people that open their homes to the Wolves players, are going to have a big announcement by our announcer Dave Pollock at each of the games, and then we're going to have some pizza for them up in the warm room, and really say thank you to those host families who open their doors to our kids. Coach, you were a junior hockey player once. What is your experience with our host family?
Yeah, I think, in particular our program here in New Hampshire, we couldn't have any of our teams without the host family. So, they make everything run by providing a home for the players and the junior players. So we're very appreciative.
Absolutely. And, if maybe you're thinking about becoming a host family, or you have a friend who's a host family, coming out to the game, check it out. Maybe build some relationships with those current host families, and see what it's all about. There might be a player out there who sparks your interest, and you want to open your doors to that particular player, because some of those relationships last for years. That's for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. Well, we appreciate everybody checking out our Wolves hockey show this week. We're going to have a great season 3 for you with all sorts of new highlights and player interviews, and it's going to be a fun campaign for sure.
Definitely. And for more information, you can go to any-wolveshockey.com.